Can you hear that? Quiet. I'm Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. I'm walking and talking, thinking about quiet. My favorite show, Underground. One of the characters told another character, just be quiet. So I've been thinking about quiet. If you want to hear my 3 quick tips on increasing the quiet in your life, please stick around, like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for being here, Fabulite. All right, so you heard that dog bark? There are different types of quiet. One type of quiet is the quiet that's kind of within your total and complete control. Your mouth, you can be quiet. You can close your mouth. And there's a value in just closing your mouth and listening sometimes. And listening like a whole heart kind of listening, where you're really listening with your whole heart to hear and understand and connect with somebody else's whole heart. So there's a real value just being quiet and listening sometimes. And also sometimes we're in situations, there's an airplane overhead. Sometimes we're in situations where, a lot of people are talking, and you might not, if you're quiet, you might realize that what you have to say somebody already said, or it's not really going to edify the situation or add any value to the situation. So you can just, a lot of times, be quiet because there's not really anything to say worth saying. And we talked about it maybe it was with meditation, but sometimes it's good to be quiet if what you have to say is not truthful, necessary, and kind. Just because we could say something doesn't always mean that we have to say something. There is a value in just being quiet sometimes and just, closing your mouth, controlling what you can control. And when you're quiet, here's another car coming. You hear and notice things that maybe you don't notice when you're talking. You're able to be alert and aware and observant. So you can control your mouth. So I just encourage you to just practice sometimes closing it and see what happens, see what you hear, see what you see what you feel, see what you're able to connect with, something new. So that's one thing you can control, your own body. And then the next thing you can control in terms of quieting your life is devices and things. When I was growing up, it seemed like first thing in the morning we'd turn the radio on. The radio would be on all day, even when we weren't there. And the TV would be on. I kept the TV on. I'd fall asleep to the TV. Now that we have tablets and cell phones, even when you're up here to be quiet, you might be reading the noise on Facebook or reading the noise on Twitter or participating in some other kind of noise. So quiet your devices, quiet the things around you that you can control. Maybe not all day, every day, maybe not, all the time, maybe just once a week. Have quiet time where you close your mouth and shut off your devices for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Shut off your phone or put it on silent, shut it off. Shut off your tablet, your computer, your radio. Sometimes when you're driving in your car, does your music come on automatically? Maybe you just drive in silence sometimes. Just enjoy the quiet, connect with the quiet, embrace the quiet, love the quiet. So turn off those things around you sometimes that you can control. You hear the ice cream truck? I can hear birds. I don't know if y'all can hear the birds, but there are birds twittering. Ice cream truck coming, that's obvious. And then the other thing in terms of quieting your life, increasing the quietness of your life, is that some people in some situations are noisy. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them, but sometimes just take a conscious break from the noise. When it's your friend, you can't just turn them off. There ain't no remote control or nothing to turn them off. But maybe you could have some time when you're not around them, or in places where there's a lot of noise, a lot of activity, a lot of chaos and confusion. So be conscious of minimizing at times the noise of the situations that you put yourself in and the people that you put yourself around. So those are my 3 tips for increasing the quietude in your lifeitude. 1, shut yourself down sometimes. 2, shut your devices down sometimes. And 3, shut down the noisy environments and people and situations sometimes. Because you'd be amazed at what you can find in quiet. Sometimes you can hear yourself talking and you didn't even know that you were talking to yourself. You can get guidance and insight and wisdom from God. And just from situations, you can have discernment sometimes when you're quiet and when you're in quiet that you don't have when you're constantly distracted and surrounded by other people's input. If you saw Get Out, he put that cotton in his ears so he could be with his own thoughts. That's a spoiler alert. But sometimes we gotta just kind of filter everything else out so we can connect with the God within us, the guidance within us, the love and the peace within us. Because that's what we need sometimes. All right, Fabulites. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Shh.